Welcome to the second module of UE4 Fundamentals Vol.2. In this video I'm going to tell you what's up ahead, what you should expect, and what you will learn in the second module. So you should have gone through the first module already, and now you know how to create different sizes of landscapes, how big you should make your landscapes, how to manage them, and of course how to sculpt them, using all the sculpting tools. And in this module we're going to focus on how to create landscape materials and how to texture your landscapes. So in the first video, we're going to set up our initial landscape material and create a few base color layers. This is going to be our starting point. Then I'm going to show you how to apply your material onto the landscape and how to create landscape layer info, which will allow you to paint the created landscape layers onto your terrain. Then we're going to cover how to actually paint those layers on the landscape. So we're going to begin to explore the painting tools within the landscape mode, such as the paint tool, the smooth tool, the flatten tool, and the noise tool. Then you will learn how to control tiling for the landscape layers, because all your textures applied to the landscape and painted will have the default tiling, and that texture repetition is going to be very noticeable. After that, I'm going to show you how to add normal maps to your landscape material so you have some detail on each layer. Then we'll add roughness, so each layer is not that shiny and it looks more realistic. And then I'm going to show you a few tips on how to maintain organization inside the material editor, because as you begin to expand your material, the expressions inside the material editor and different connections can get very messy. Then I will show you how to create holes inside your landscape using the visibility tool, and this will allow you to create holes so the player can go underneath and into your landscape. And this is perfect for things like tunnels, underground architecture, or caves. Then we'll cover Retopologize tool, which is actually under the Sculpt menu, and it helps to reduce texture stretching for very extreme areas such as steep cliffs by readjusting the vertex density in those areas. And then you will learn how to create and set up a material instance. And this is a child of the master landscape material that will allow you to adjust certain properties for your landscape material in real time without you having to wait for compiling materials and compiling shaders. And this will speed up your workflow tremendously. And a material instance for your landscape is something you're going to be using from here on out. Then will come a very important video, and it will explain everything you need to know about different landscape layer blends that you find inside the material editor and that you have to set for each layer, such as weight blend, alpha blend, and height blend. And you have to do this for each layer you create, and you have to understand what they are and what each of them do. And then I'm going to show you 2 layer infos that you have to create for each layer before you paint. And these are weight blended layer normal and a non-weight blended layer. And you have to know which one to choose based on the blend type that you have set. So this is going to be a very important video that will go into the technical aspects of your material, of each layer, and the correct layer info to choose so your landscape material works properly. And I see a lot of confusion about these 2 topics and a lot of incorrect information about what each of them do and how to correctly use them. So this video will tell you everything you need to know that I haven't seen covered before. And then in the last video, you're going to learn how to create a material that will have a different tiling up close and different tiling far away. This will help to reduce noticeable texture repetition depending on the distance of the player to the landscape. Otherwise, your textures will usually look good up close, but then you will have very noticeable repetition far away. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to control the distance tiling for textures up close and for textures far away. So by the end of this module, you will learn how to create your landscape materials, how to set up proper layers, how to set up layer blend types, layer info, how to paint those different layers onto your landscape, and how to make your material and your landscape layers look good on your terrain. So let's begin.